Welcome to Armchair Bookers. I am your host, Dot the Vampiro Hardcastle. Here's my co-host,
Steel Man, Christopher Steele.
All right. Well, it's Armchair Bookers, so we're just gonna jump right in.
This is your month.
Yeah, my month, my pay-per-view. Kind of doing more not so random ass wrestling podcasts instead of Armchair. The split wasn't exactly a good idea. Kind of like in WWE.
It is, but it isn't.
It is, yeah. No, yeah.
Kind of like in WWE.
Right.
It is, but it isn't.
It is because it's leaving us to plan our own deals. Or it isn't because it's leaving us to plan our own deals, but it is because we're able to do some really crazy fun shit with it.
Even though the better stuff seems to be the kind of
the work
joint.
togethers, yeah. Yeah. Okay. In the build-up to this pay-per-view, Godfather has...
Oh, I forgot that.
Oh, yeah. It has been procuring ladies, hoes, if you will. And he has gotten Terry so far, Sherry, Charmel.
Sherry was an earlier one.
Yeah, Sherry was one of the first. He also got
You had three.
Naomi,
and somebody else.
He tried for another but failed. I think it was
He had Naomi, but China.
It was Sasha. Sasha Banks was the one he tried for, but wasn't able to get it. No,
I'm the only one that so far that
has had one successfully. Win. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, so
I think Sherry was.
Yeah, that was
Sherry and Terry were the first ones, and no, not the twins from The Simpsons.
Sherry, Naomi.
Naomi was.
It was Sherry, Naomi, and somebody else.
Who it was? I think it was one of the.
Mine was Victoria, Lita, and Medusa, and let me look at your list. Was it? Because it was off your.
It was off my roster. That's what I thought too.
Maybe Naya. Because you don't really have that many.
No, I don't.
I have to go back and look.
I knew for sure Sherry and Naomi. But regardless, the list now consists of...
Victoria, Lita, Medusa are still on the list.
Victoria, Lita, Medusa, AJ Lee, Terry Runnels, Sherry, Martel, and Charmel. This is relevant because the first match is...
One AJ lost. CM Punk wanted you to sanction the match to free, so he could and free her.
Yes.
And you wouldn't do it.
No.
You're like, I have other shit.
I've got other shit for you in mind for you. I know. And he's like, well, piss off. And he jumped ship to the free. Well, no, I wouldn't because he was a free agent.
No, he's not a free agent. He's on your roster.
No, he's not. Oh, yeah, he is. That's right.
That's why he was asking you.
Yeah, and because
right,
I'm trying not to get involved with this Godfather deal.
You know he's showing up and right and now
I don't want involved.
You got to do it on your own time and find another way.
Right. Well, at the beginning of. Well, not the beginning. In the middle of this month, he decided he wanted Dawn Marie, and she nominated Lance Storm to
represent
her. And in doing so, I set up this first match: Godfather and Lance Storm, with Dawn Marie's services on the line.
And it always is if the person wins,
they get to free someone.
They get to choose to free.
And it looks like it's going to be pretty good because he's got Just Incredible with him, and Godfather's out there with the hose, but they're not really all that helpful. They're just kind of they're hoping
they're trying to want to be free.
They're hoping that Lance Storm and Just Incredible pull out something, and it's looking pretty good. But about 20 seconds from the end of the match, The Rock comes out of nowhere and just cleans frickin' Justin Credible's clock. And
I would have gone with one of the other guys myself. That way we can build up to that.
Yeah. You know who I would use instead? Who I'm going to use instead? Mark Henry.
That makes sense.
Mark Henry comes out and just destroys Justin Credible, and hits Lance Storm with a modified World's Strongest Slam. Instead of just being a typical slam, he does it gorilla press style. You know how Goldberg would throw him up. Instead of catching him on the shoulder and slamming him down, he just leans back, catches him on his chest, and slams him down. Because it's Mark freaking Henry in his prime. He should be able to do something like that with no problem. But Godfather wins and takes Dawn Marie. So she gets added to the list. The women's title match is Paige versus Nia Jax.
I would have thought Ember would have got a rematch.
She got a rematch earlier in the month and again blew it due to disqualification. She needs to get her attitude in check. Nia Jax puts up a decent fight, but Ember Moon comes out.
Ember Moon comes out?
Ember Moon comes out and attacks Paige again and causes disqualification. Paige keeps her title. Pretty much summed that. I knew that one was how that one was going to go because I like this whole Paige Ember Moon thing because I would really want to see that match in all actuality. Third match on the list is Nakamura and Balor, the tag team champions, against Harper and Rowan in a tornado tables match.
Okay.
And it's going to end in a draw. Because Harper's going to put out Nakamura, Balor's going to put out Rowan pretty much simultaneously. And Balor and Harper are going to... those are the two that I said were doing the eliminating, right? Because that's what I intend. Those two are going to battle it out for a little bit until the Dudleys and the Road Warriors show up and put each of them simultaneously through tables because our tag division needs some spice.
Right.
And what better team to put people through tables than
the
Dudley Boys and the Road Warriors, because a double... Yeah, so that ends in a draw with Nakamura and Balor retaining. I mean, the rest would just call it, what are you going to do? It ends in a schmaz. The fourth match is The Miz versus Braun Strowman for the international title. This has been a slow, not a slow burn, but an awkward build. The Miz had recruited Strowman, Mizdow, and Ms. Swoggle as his stand-ins, and Strowman left. Strowman left. Injured Sandow.
Yeah, no.
It was Sandow got injured.
Because of it. Because he left, it was Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe got pinned by Sandow, who in turn
proceeded to injure Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe proceeded to injure Mizdow, which leaves The Miz and Ms. Swoggle as the only two members of The Miz.
And Miz is still
injured
from
the explosion at Selzavan Sabanur. He's looking better though. He's getting back into shape.
Is he on crutches now?
Yes, he's on crutches now. He's on a crutch with a neck brace and still some bandages up the arms from the burns. But Braun Strowman comes to me and says, I defended that title every single time. I deserve it. The Miz, for some reason, still has a claim on it. I don't know how the hell this is working. I should have read that contract better when I was a stunt double. Just because I'm big doesn't mean I'm stupid. It just means I get a little hasty when it comes to the contracts. I don't like reading, but I can read. I want a match with Miz. Granted. I want a ladder match with Miz. Doubly granted. Miz comes in and says, well, that can't be because I'm still injured. Well, no, but The Miz is your group, and it looks like it's just you and Ms. Swoggle, and looks like Ms. Swoggle is going to have himself a nice little ladder match, and good luck. Have some fun there. Bye. Just before the match starts, the other owner...
I come out and tell him, let's be honest, Miss Swoggle is not going to be able to reach the title even at the very top of the ladder. And so we're going to change this a little bit. It is now a WLC match. Have fun.
The bell rings, and upon the bell ringing, Strowman punts Ms. Swoggle into the third row.
I kind of like the idea of holding him back and just...
Oh, I didn't mean Ms. Swoggle's not going to try to scramble back in and stop him. I mean, he punted him. We've seen Ms. Swoggle take a hell of a lot worse and keep coming. Scrambles back in, and as he's scrambling back in, Strowman's roar. Miz is like, what the hell did I do? I'm not going in there and fighting him. I'll die. Yet Ms. Swoggle, with all of the courage of 1,000 frickin' Strowmans, gets in that ring to fight that 7-foot giant and proceeds to be held back by 2 fingers. Well, Strowman doesn't even need a ladder to pluck it off of the WLC ladder. They just snatch, and Braun Strowman is now the international champion. Good luck trying to take it off of him.
All right.
And the championship, it's the first half of the main event, because there's going to be no introductions for the actual main event, because this next match is a lumberjack match between Triple H and Kurt Angle for the world title. And the lumberjacks are as follows: AJ Styles, Kevin Owens, Bray Wyatt, Raven, RVD, Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, HBK, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, Macho Man, Chris Benoit, Undertaker, John Morrison, Dolph Ziggler, Mr. Perfect, Sandman, Lionheart Chris Jericho, and Saturn. Those are the lumberjacks. The reason they have a vested interest in this match is because after this match is a number 1 contenders battle royal, where every 2 minutes a new competitor comes in, with the first 2 being the first ones that can scramble in after this match is done. After the other 2 wrestlers have cleared the ring, the first 2 to scramble in are the first ones in. And it might not even be scrambling. They might get pitched in because you want to be the last guy in. So you can pretty much guarantee that Saturn and Dolph Ziggler are getting pitched in first by a couple of the bigger guys known as Kevin Nash and Scott Hall and The Shield. They're all just going to go and shove them on in.
My guys are...
They're all just,
pretty much like, we don't care who wins.
We all win. As long as the belt stays on our stable, we're happy. Where my guys are more like, we want that damn belt, because I tend to pay the champions a little more.
Yeah, I understand that. You get better contract.
Mm-hmm. Better contract when you become a champion.
Triple H's contract, he does have the rematch clause in his contract.
Right. And that's not a guaranteed thing.
No, it's not. He just...
When you negotiate with us, you negotiate a new contract. Your price is definitely going to go up because you're a champion.
You get to renegotiate your contract when you become champion, and he knows how to negotiate contract.
He's got Stephanie in his corner going, I'm going to do this right. He's the creative guy. I'm the one that runs the books, so he's going to get a rematch. And
like Paige has the rematch
clause. Of course. Well, the Steel Corporation all gets the perks. But in said match,
there is no Steel Corporation yet.
Well, within the confines of the roster, there's definitely already the workings of a Steel Corporation. There are the ones that you're simply going, chosen one, chosen one, chosen one, chosen one. I can't do that because I've got a puppet master that's got strings on me going, there's a chosen one. Tell him he's a chosen one. Tell him he's a chosen one.
And then I told Drew McIntyre he was the chosen one.
Right. Yeah. I love that meme. It's so good.
That meme had a lot of different ones, but that was one of my favorite ones.
Triple H and Angle go at it for a good 45 minutes. They really put each other through the ringer. Every time one gets dropped out, they roll right back in.
Unless Triple H gets dropped out on the quick side.
On the Evolution side, then he gets they rest him up and Tucker to get back. And
not the Shield
so much, but the quick side.
The quick side.
Yeah. Still, that's 4 of the 20 guys. If he falls in with 4 of the 20 guys, they can just shield around and be like, "No, get back! Shield him in!"
Yeah, well, I would count Macho it because he's with the rest.
Yeah, he's part of the Wolfpack. They love Macho. Everything I've ever seen of Hall and Nash talking about Macho, they're like, he was one of the coolest dudes, but one of the most paranoid guys you'd ever meet.
So, I would imagine, like, the Shield and 2 other guys would be on one, because there's 20 guys, right?
Yeah.
So it'd be like, one side would be the Shield and 2 other guys. The Wolfpack, HBK, and somebody.
Let's see, I was thinking it would be the Shield and like Saturn and Jericho, and then the Clique with
Macho. With
Macho and Perfect, and then my guys are all kind of clamored around where Bray's just kind of staying away from everybody, but way the like he's front row behind the red. He's like, I ain't doing shit. I'm sitting right here until the last guy goes in because they're not plucking me up and throwing my ass out. That's my strategy.
I'm gonna go sit at the announcer's table.
Right.
I could actually see it.
Actually, yeah, no, that's actually a brilliant idea. That's why we work good as a team. Bray goes to the commentators table and steals our hijacks the show. Just unplugs everyone except for his. He's sitting right there at the little board, just goes pluck, 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 and just takes over. So you get Bray Wyatt calling the match between Triple H and Kurt Angle, which probably would be entertaining as all hell, dude.
Talking to himself.
Right?
Well, no, who do I want to win this match?
No, talking to the commentators, but then every time they go to answer, being like, I don't care what you have to say, that's why I unplugged your mic. Triple H wins, hands down. I mean, they do put on a great show, but Triple H is retaining. Gets booted out of the ring quite quickly. They get his ass the hell out of there. Triple H takes a little bit of time to celebrate, and just as he's getting ready to leave, and he just gives a little point over to the Clique, and they shove Jericho in first. So Jericho's the first one, and then of my guys, KO's just like, all right, and just slides in. Let's do this, because my KO is a prize fighter. If there's a fight to be had, he's gonna have it. He wants to. He doesn't just want to win the match. He wants to beat everyone in the match and eliminate them, because that's the way Kevin Owens is.
Right.
Fight Owens fight, not run Owens run. Well, I've got to face Kevin Owens as far as like it goes.
I like that. No, you just run Owens run.
Right.
Which is
not even really run Owens run. It's walk Owens walk.
Right. Because you don't like.
But I was seeing it coming down to Undertaker and Nash as the final 2 in the ring. And upon that, Nash realizes one of 2 things is going to happen. He's either going to have to face off with Triple H, or he's going to have to let him face off against Undertaker. So, being the smart, doing the intelligent thing, he faces off with Taker for him. I would assume that Nash would go, well, I'm going to try and keep it with us no matter what.
All right.
So Nash would try to beat Taker, but Taker would will keep holding on and get Nash down and throw up a little fucking do his.
Does he have Paul Bear?
Yes. It's the prime. Yeah.
The
urn, purple glove Taker. I mean, it's before he even really did any much talking. It's that Undertaker. But he throws the hair back, and out comes the Wyatt family to just flat out fuck over Kevin Nash. There's no way around it. Like, the Clique tries to get out in time, but they're just from all different angles, and it's Undertaker wins. The Wyatt family is the new ministry.
All right.
And Paul Bearer won't shut up about a higher power.
It must be you this time, because
Vince ain't there. Actually, no, I have a brilliant idea for who it really is, but
because this is our company, not Vince
right.
isn't gonna. Vince would not step into our company because he ain't gonna play second fiddle to.
Oh hell no! He's still trying to beat us with his shitty performance center guys that can't. No.
That will get when
they will get when they're worth a crap. Yeah, when they hit their prime, they'll come to our roster.
All right.
That's That
which makes that can take place next month.
Yeah.
Because it's every match will be our show. Each of our shows fighting each other.
Yeah, it'll be like the bragging rights.
Right.
Of our universe.
Most of our joint ones will be that way.
Other than what started off as inauguration will probably be the one where it's just a combined show. Where we'll probably have matches that fold over into each other, but we'll also have.
But title matches, if they're like this, Triple H is my guy. You get. One of your guys gets the title match.
Right. And, well, that was the pay-per-view. SRW Revolution presents Slam Masters.
All right. And our next show, I don't know if we're going to do it next week or following. I'd like to get it done.
Relatively soon,
so we can... That way I can start working more on my future storyline, because I do have stuff. Like I said, I'm really looking at the
big picture.
Also, I'm looking at our draft lotto.
Right. Which is that what we want to do next week?
That's will be the next show.
Should we?
Review
the lottery contestants. Do a preview. All right. These need to be cut up and dropped in a hat yet, or a bucket yet. But we've got. You want to do them by who? The ones we picked, or just throw them out?
Just go ahead.
Actually, the 6 guys that were in the Battle Royal, the free agents, they are John Morrison, Dolph Ziggler, Mr. Perfect, Sandman, Lionheart, Chris Jericho, and Perry Saturn. That's 6 of them. Then we also have John Cena, Crime Time, the Road Warriors, Chronic, The Addiction, Ming and Barbarian, Big John Studd, Brock Lesnar, and Greg the Hammer Valentine.
Now, with that being said, there's tag teams, and if a person can take the tag team as a whole,
which counts as 2 picks.
They lose their next pick. Oh, that's just your last poll. You got to pick one or the other.
Right.
Or you can take one or the other.
As an official member of the roster, mind you that they're still available as free agents, and we can use them freely as a tag team.
And if I say,
we'll go with Road Warriors.
Oh, I was thinking somebody that
Ming and Barbarian, because they can work as singles.
Right. I was thinking somebody that we like. Oh, you only want one.
Oh, then The Addiction, Christopher Daniels and Kazarian.
All right. I'd be like Christopher Daniels.
Kazarian's still a free agent.
Still
available into the draft.
You had to cross out Christopher Daniels,
which would leave Kazarian.
Throw
back in, which leaves Kazarian available. If you only pick one, the other one's still available.
Right.
Makes perfect sense to me. Those are the.
It'll be 5 each.
Yeah, we each get 5 picks.
Out of 20 names.
Out of 20 names, 15 choices, 15 slips. kind of makes it it throws a weird monkey wrench into the whole spiel, but it'll be fun. Well, we should have some fun with this.
And there's people I'm actually really hoping for.
Yeah, I can take a look at a few of them and go, I wonder who he really is wanting out of this group. I know who quite a few are. Same with me.
I got two to three that are right at the top of my list. The one works if I don't get one I really want.
Right. You want to throw down a quick review of Money in the Bank, or do picks, or try and squeeze them both in, or screw it. We have a limited time.
And this is the last one that's Armchair that's going to be posted directly to Facebook.
Yeah, this will be the last Facebook. Armchair will be posting links still.
The links will be posted, but
that'll be the last time the video will be on Facebook. We're trying to go to YouTube exclusive, and we're probably I'm gonna start trying to do like shorter little interstitial videos, because view time is actually quite important. Like if the more people that finish the videos, the better. Like, we should be saying like just watch it all. If just click on and throw it in the background. And thank you to those that are subscribing.
Right, and I'm gonna throw this in shortly. Not right now, but I want to thank a couple people. I don't know the names right now, but we recently got more subscribers.
If you click that subscribe button, you get
comments.
Yes,
we've got a couple comments.
Tell your friends.
Tell your friends. Tell your enemies. Tell your frenemies.
Tell your family. Tell your dog. Tell your friend's dog.
Tell the random guy on the street.
Right. Random ass.
Subscribe to this page.
Steele-Rhoads Productions. Subscribe. And remember,
share.
None of us matter, but you do. I really should. Let's see if I can get rid of that. Because you matter. You do.
You're made of matter.
You're made of, exactly. You're made of matter.
All right, so again. Oh, and if you subscribe, there's a little bell.
Yeah, click the notifications.
You can get notifications when we post.
Feel free to share this to your Facebooks and whatnot. If you tweet it, Facebook it, Instagram it. I don't give a shit.
Whatever.
Share it how you share it. Like it. You don't even have to hit the like button. Just subscribe is all we really care about.
I want more subscribers.
Right. We'll start asking for likes once we hit like 50 or 60 subscribers, and be like, hey, we should be matching our likes with their subscribers. Even dislikes. I don't know if you dislike it, you can click it and tell us why.
Or do comments.
Yeah.
I like comments.
This is an open forum.
So, quick. This is going to be a little bit longer episode because we want to do a little
bit of a. This is going to be
a wrestling review.
Our not so random ass wrestling review.
Not so random ass corner.
Yeah, there we go. Not so random ass corner. Featuring Not So Random Ass Corner. That should be in the title. The pre-show, Hype Brothers versus Clones.
We didn't watch this one.
Didn't watch that one. Hype Brothers won. I'm thinking at the next pay-per-view, the Mojo is going to turn on Zach.
Actually, no. They talked D-Bry on Tuesday because they won the #1 contendership.
Yeah. They're going to take on the Usos?
They have to re-win.
Going to face the New Day.
Because they haven't been a team for like 6 months.
Right.
Which I understand, but I still think it's BS.
They won the #1 contendership.
They're #1 contenders.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Anyways.
The women's Money in the Bank ladder match, James Ellsworth won.
All right.
Carmella.
D-Bry stripped it, and they're redoing it this coming week. I have my ideas how it should work.
Carmella should win it again.
Yeah.
You want to tell the little how you think it should go?
Yeah.
It's Armchair Bookers.
There's a rematch for the women's title. They should have that later in the show. They should have do like they did at the pay-per-view. Started off.
First match of the night.
First match of the night. James Ellsworth might be banned, what are you going to do? Disqualify somebody because
in a ladder match?
There's a no disqualification match. So,
basically have him do it again.
Have him do it again, but this, instead of handing it to her, hijacking the briefcase,
and flat out running off.
Disappear. Just disappear. Nobody sees or hears from him until later in the night when the women's match is going on. Carmella comes out by herself and does commentary for the. And now I ask her about James. I don't know what you. I haven't seen him since that match. Last I seen him is the same time you seen him. And then she'll get up from commentary, distract toward what would be the end of the match. Distract Naomi, and the official. And the official actually catches a glimpse and sees Ellsworth handing the briefcase in. Ding, ding, ding. It's now a triple threat match. Carmella comes in, boots Naomi out, pins Lana, new women's champion, takes off with the title. It happens so quick, D-Bry can't do anything about it.
I like it. I like that. That's a brilliant spin on it. It would make it a lot. It would definitely make it interesting. Next match from Money in the Bank, New Day versus the Usos. The New Day won by countout because the Usos are chicken shits.
They ran off with grabbed their titles and ran.
Naomi beat Lana for the women, defending the women's title with Carmella's help with the fake cash in. Jinder Mahal with the Bollywood Boys beat Randy Orton because Randy Orton beat the piss out of the Bollywood Boys. That was a good one. What I find funny, though, is Randy Orton getting pissed off for someone attacking his dad when that's how he made his name, was attacking other people's freaking parents.
Legends.
No, John Cena Sr.
Yeah, but he
wasn't even a legend. He was just a dude.
He actually started off with the legend.
Yeah, he was the legend killer first, right?
And technically, he beat his own dad up.
Yeah, but it's a family thing. Only you can, yeah.
But it was Father's Day,
right? Breezango and Febreze and the Ascension had a impromptu tag team match
because the Ascension is the ones that trashed the Office.
Yeah, apparently. And that led us to the Money in the Bank ladder match for the contract, which
was a great match. Actually,
phenomenal match. I can't even disagree with who won it. I'm liking it.
All of them worked.
Yeah,
actually, in my mind.
Baron Corbin won it, and it was good.
The only one that didn't really work in my mind was Ziggler.
Yeah,
I could get behind anybody winning that match but Ziggler.
Right.
Ziggler's had his.
I could see Ziggler and Corbin pulling like a modern day HBK Diesel.
But they don't like each other.
I know they don't like it. Neither did. Well, I don't know. HBK just kind of brought in Diesel out of nowhere. Yeah, nah.
So, like I said, Carmelo got stripped of the Money in the Bank, which is BS, because Daniel Bryan was told, he was told by Shane and all the higher ups, you got to make the decision purely on the rule book, not emotional.
Right.
Well, the rule book does not state there isn't no rules match. There are no rules.
But no legal competitor grabs the title. Like, I can understand where you're coming from with whoever has it at the bottom.
No rules were broken. So,
no. Yes and no. There are no disqualifications, yes. But there are rules. A legal competitor does have to grab the title. I mean, before this has never been an issue. This is actually setting precedent.
That's what he said. I get that, like I said, really, it's Carmella's time.
Right. Which I kind of hope it is.
I still see it. I think she's still gonna.
Oh yeah, and then I forgot to mention the debut of Maria Kanellis and her husband Mike Kanellis, also known as Mike Bennett, the Miracle Mike Bennett. He's a fantastic wrestler. I hope he gets a good shake in WWE. Glad to see he started right at the main roster. Doesn't have to go through the NXT bullshit.
Only one that has done that
is AJ Styles.
AJ Styles.
So they must have faith in him. They must have some kind of. They must be like, all right.
In the last 5 years
since NXT has become a thing. Since NXT has become developmental, because it was a thing and it was a dumb thing when it was a reality show. It was a really dumb thing. But it's like ECW put on their suit for a court date, and that's what NXT has become.
NXT, if you look at it, WWE compared to the Attitude Era, you got Raw and SmackDown, which is WWF
and WCW, yeah,
and NXT's ECW.
Yeah, pretty much. Everybody else is just
Flash.
Indies.
Indies. Yep. Even TNA or Impact. Not even TNA anymore, is it?
No, they're Impact. NWA's becoming a thing again.
NWA's never gonna go away.
Right, but I mean they're actually getting some steam behind him. They're getting a money man behind him. Billy Corgan is actually spending the money that he should be giving back to the people that that cash grabbing son of
a. Because Soundgarden. Anyways, do we want to do picks?
Yeah, you got an idea for picks? Wrestling picks?
I have to think about it. So, you got anything?
Favorite double team moves. Top 3 favorite double team moves, no particular order.
All right.
You can go first if you want. Unless
we
think.
Dooms.
Doomsday Device?
Doomsday Device, yeah.
I'm gonna have to go in that same vein of like the just iconic 3D.
All right. I'm gonna go same direction. Demolitions.
Nice.
Finisher.
The Heart Attack. The Heart Foundation's Heart Attack.
Yeah. I was thinking that too. Tough. I don't know.
I know what my last one's going to be.
Go ahead.
The Meltzer driver, which needs to be kind of explained. It's a tombstone pile driver spiked with a 450.
Okay.
It's a pretty sick move. Young Bucks.
Stuff. No idea.
Honorable mention, Hardy Boys, Whisper in the Wind, or Poetry in Motion. Pretty.
Yeah.
He's like, damn, you're taking all my good shit.
I'm like, what?
What's left?
Hardy Boys, didn't they have a tag team finish?
Edge and Christian had tag team finish. Chronic had tag team finish. Though Edge and Christian's tag team finish was only like Attitude Era designated. Could never be done again today, even if you friggin' wanted to. More apt for ECW.
I have no idea.
The Concerto.
Right, I'm talking. I have no idea for mine.
For yours? Yeah, because the New Day's new finish sucks ass. Rocket Launcher, maybe? Though we'll never see it again. Boo.
Yeah. I named
the best ones. And I took your third when I said the Heart Attack. So,
until next time.
Ring the bell. Peace.